I figure that there's going to be people there that might be interested. I'm super unprepared for this convention and I'm kind of a little bit worried. What? This is tiny. Let's get set up. So on Saturday, the crowds were amazing on Saturday. I made one. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, my name is Amanda. I am the owner of the small business called The Cotton Florist, where I make plushies and flowers and bouquets and pretty much anything crocheted. So if you're interested in watching anything crochet related, then keep watching. And if you're new, please subscribe or like the button. Hit the like button. What am I trying to say here? Hit the like button if you like what you're watching. Let's get into some crochet content. I am going to be going to Sydney SupaNova, which is like an anime convention. Not an anime convention, it's like a comic convention. Kind of like a Comic-Con in the US, but it's people come in cosplay. There's an artist alley. So I thought I'd apply, and I've been successful in getting a spot where I'm going to have all of my crochet things, my crochet flowers and my plushies. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to actually have at this convention, because it's my first multi-day convention. It's actually my first convention. I usually just do markets and online sales, so this is gonna be fun. But I've got some Totoro things, I've got some Pokemon, Studio Ghibli stuff. Thinking of doing sort of different flowers. So I'm wanting to do more flowers from video games. Well, flowers from a video game. I just want to do Animal Crossing flowers and then have them like in a bunch, like a bouquet that you can choose your Animal Crossing flowers and then, you know, make your own. And a lot of Animal Crossing flowers are flowers I've already created, but they're just going to be branded differently and maybe slightly smaller. So I thought I could do a bunch of those and then my regular flowers as well, and then have my kind of just plushies and my regular plushies, but also convention only plushies like Pokemon plushies, Studio Ghibli. I'm not sure what else. I'm trying to think what I should do, but I'm worried it's going to be just mostly Pokemon because that's like my interest, right? I love Pokemon, so, and Studio Ghibli, so it'll be like those two things mainly. But it is a comic convention, so I'll probably do some Star Wars stuff like Baby Yoda. Who doesn't love a Baby Yoda? But I'll keep you guys updated to see what I'm actually going to make. And if you have any suggestions what you would like to see at a convention, what kind of plushies you would like to see, let me know so I can add them potentially to the list. I am trying to find plushies that have free patterns or paid. I don't mind. I don't want to create my own patterns for this convention because it's just going to be too much. But I am wanting to make some beginner crochet kits. I've already got some of the extra crochet hooks and things to go in the kits. I just need to figure out what the patterns will be. So stay tuned. Okay, so I thought I'd just show you guys what I'm working on at the moment. I am currently doing a pattern test for Nook's College Fund. I think that's what their name is. That's what the name is on Instagram. I'll put it down below so you guys can see. But basically it's a Bulbasaur pattern, and if you know me, I love Bulbasaur. It was my first ever Pokemon that I chose back when I was 12 playing Pokemon Red. So this is what it is so far. Now I haven't done it all. I haven't sewn it all together yet because that's literally the last thing I'm gonna do. But look at his chunky body. So he is a little bit chunkier. There is another one kind of similar by Crochet by Elle, which I think a lot of people are familiar with. This is a little bit different. So here's his ear. So this is kind of gonna look like. Obviously there's another ear, but it's somewhere over there. And so he's a bit taller. And also here is his bulb. Oh my gosh. Someone actually in the pattern testing group made a Halloween one, which I think is just so hilarious and cute because this kind of looks like a pumpkin. But look, for size, like it's actually a pretty good size one. And this is using velvet yarn, which is, you know, notorious for being pretty thin. So that's what we've got so far. But I wanted to show you another Pokemon related thing just because we're on the topic. But look, it is Charmander. So this little guy is a pattern by Crochet by Elle. So I just sort of mentioned that they also had a Bulbasaur pattern. They also have a Squirtle pattern too. So I bought the bundle. So I'm going to do Squirtle next. But look, he's just so cute. And I'm using the little glittery eyes from AliExpress, which I really love. They just make it. So he was pretty fun to do. So the reason I'm making a lot of these kind of Pokemon sort of Totoro-ish, you know, kind of things is because I have a convention coming up. So I'm going to be attending SupaNova convention in Sydney. And I know even though that's like a Comic-Con type convention, it's a lot of comics, but there is a lot of crossover with the comic community and like the anime community. So I figure that there's going to be people there that might be interested in these things. So I have made these little guys. Look at him. This is a free pattern, and I'll put it down on the screen so you know what the name of the designer is. I think it was an Instagram pattern too, but I'll put it on the screen so you can see it. And look, oh my gosh, he's so yeah, muchacho. Also free pattern from Instagram. I will also put it down on the screen so you can see. I did have another one. Oh, here he is. It's behind me. Look, he's so cute. He is just so adorable. Again, I do this with velvet yarn because I love velvet yarn, and I feel like it's really good value buying it as well. I can get so many plushies out of one big ball of velvet yarn. I use the Premier Retro Velvet, and I actually have work in progress Pikachu. Here's a sleeping Pikachu, also a free pattern. Yeah, I think it was a free pattern. But I was having trouble with his tail, so he has no tail, and I haven't embroidered his sleepy eyes yet. But oh my gosh, I'm so in love. And I also want to show you this. So I make a lot of sunflower turtles. Like, it's probably one of my best sellers on Etsy. And I was crocheting one, and my dad was like, hey, you should put some bees on there. And I was doing it for an order, so I couldn't just chuck some bees on. I was like, that's a really good idea. So I said, Dad, I'm going to make it, and we're going to see what it looks like while you're here, because he was just visiting. I said, while you're here, I'm going to make it so you can see what your design looks like. And this is it. Isn't it just so cute? I've got him up on my Etsy store just in case someone wants to take him home, but my dad was so excited when I was able to make it. But oh my gosh. Excuse the crazy state of my desk. So here's his little legs. Look at these little legs, and then his little head. It's gonna go like that. So he's kind of taller than most Bulbasaur patterns we've seen. And I've also got his little ears. Look. I still need to do, here's a bulb, and I'm going to also obviously sew him together, and his little patches, and then yeah, we should be done. Okay guys, we are going to assemble, and we need to put this between 3 and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe like this. That's cute, right? I think that's cute. Alright, so I'm just gonna stab it with a very old knitting needle. This is the part that I absolutely hate. I hate sewing things on because it always ends up looking totally different after I sew something on. You go to all that hard work and then you sew it on and it's like, okay, I stuffed up. Now I have to redo it. Or sometimes you can't redo it. Fingers crossed for me. Fingers and toes, because I don't want to stuff this up. I'm really hoping to take this to my convention, so it needs to look amazing. And also I really want to make a bunch of them, so if they turn out really nicely, it'll definitely be something that I will create a lot of. I do like creating a lot of the same things if it looks good. I mean, I like creating new patterns, but if it's something that worked out really well, that I think I can sell at a market or a convention, I'll just keep making them like forever. Stuffing. Oh my gosh, this is like super shedding. Okay, all right, let's stuff these ears. That might be too much. Okay, I think that looks good. Now the real trouble is going to be getting this to look symmetrical on the other side. But I think, you can forgive yourself when it's the first time doing something, or at least that's what I'm going to tell myself. If it's the first time doing a crochet pattern, you are forgiven for making mistakes. If it's your 10th time, shame on you. Just kidding. There is no shame to making mistakes in crochet. Alrighty, so pretty much, I think he's cute. Okay. Ta-da. Oh, he's so cute. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys. Does anyone else feel like that when they stab the amigurumis? Like, oh my gosh, look at that. What's wrong with me? It's like a unicorn Bulbasaur. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to stab him again because it doesn't feel right. Okay, we're gonna have to do it again. Oh, sick of art. Oh, so sorry. Okay, so he's done. Look at this. So cute. Oh, I have to do his markings. But, oh my gosh. Adorable. Okay, you guys, I have to show you this. Ta-da! Oh my gosh. He's done. He's so cute. Okay, so I think he looks pretty cute. Okay, you guys, so I'm actually thinking of getting an eco-tank printer. I've seen a lot of people talk about them, and I'm really thinking of getting one. I do a lot of I print a lot of gift cards, and I'm finding that when I print my gift cards, it's getting really grainy and it's just not coming out nicely, and the pictures are all crazy. So I'm thinking maybe I should start investing in a better printer, because I've had this printer since forever. So I don't know, I'm thinking of getting one today. Should I do it? Maybe. I mean, the amount of money that I've actually spent on ink in the last year has been insane, and that's just printing labels. So I don't have a thermal printer, I just print using my regular printer. And I'm also printing gift cards, not gift cards, gift messages, and I'm using like nice photo paper, but then when I print, it's coming out streaky, like it's just really unprofessional. So I'm thinking of getting a new printer that can hold a lot of ink, because I probably spent like $300 on ink this year just for printing labels and gift messages, which is insane. Like, I don't know what's happening to the ink, it just runs out straight away. So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking of going to Officeworks this afternoon and getting a new printer, maybe. I don't know, I've heard a lot of people saying that they're worth it, so I'm going to give it a go, because I'm just sick of printing and then just having streakiness, even though I've got plenty of ink left. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's a pain. So it's a pain point, and we're going to address it, and we're going to just splurge and just get a new printer. Okay, I'm just looking online, and I can see that Officeworks actually has them on sale for $249. So you know what, I think I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go for it. I think it's time to invest in a new printer. And I don't know, there's different models, and I don't really know which one. I'm just going to get the basic, the $249. I'm not going to go too crazy, because I don't know, I haven't tested the print quality. So I just want basic printing, labels, gift messages. I don't think I want to do prints or anything. I do have some watercolor paintings that I would one day like to have printed out, maybe add to my convention stand. Maybe. It's a pipe dream. Maybe I'll add to it one day. Let's see. There's so many different, I'll spin you around. Like, there's so many different, like, this is what I'm thinking. Officeworks, $249. Then we have, see the different types, like ET. I don't know, this one looks like the base model. I think I'm just gonna do this one. Okay, so I've been like actually working with cotton a lot more recently, and I bought some of this cotton. I don't know if you guys have, this is from Spotlight, so it's like a craft store in Australia. I've been making my flowers out of cotton instead of the usual acrylic, and it's so much nicer, but it's so hard to get like cotton that isn't so expensive in Australia. It's like, I don't know, $9. Oh, I almost said $5, but that's a lie. $9 full price for this. It's like 50 grams. But I guess I could make a lot of flowers out of it, but they'd be so tiny. But it's just so nice not to have all those fuzzies everywhere, because usually I have to like blow torch my flowers. If you know, you know. But look, it's just, where's the camera? It's so nice. Like, they're just so like fuzzyless. So I'm gonna try and do a whole bunch of cotton flowers. I've pretty much been selling on my acrylic ones and just letting them go for kind of cheap at markets, just because I want to kind of get rid of them and then replace them with the new cotton ones. So I bought a whole bunch of cotton, and we're gonna see how it goes, if I can recreate all my flowers using the cotton yarn and how big they'll be, because they're going to be really small. So that's another project for April. Let's add it to the list of things to do. I don't know why I did that to myself, like always having new projects. Let me know if you guys also do that, because it can't just be me. Okay, well, I'll spin you around. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'll show you the bag of cotton. Okay, it's also my bag of everything. This is only, okay, so this is my shopping bag. This is my shopping. Oh my gosh, my receipts here don't look, it's embarrassing. Okay, so look at all my cotton. There's a few different types. Okay, that's acrylic. But I bought these different types. Abbey Road. Does anyone use this? Let me know how it is. It's a Kung Fu cotton, which I thought is the coolest name. Why is it called that? And then I have this, which is 50% cotton and 50% acrylic, and it kind of feels like the milk cotton, which by the way you can't buy in Australia. Why? This is the one from Hobby. It's the Friends Cotton 8 of 8. I don't know how it's going to go. I haven't really liked Hobby's plush yarn. I don't know if I've said that in any videos yet, but it was just really it was so weak, like it was terrible. It just snaps so easily. So yeah, so this is a bit of a tangent, but here is all of the cottons that I've got, and I'm going to slowly restock all my flowers using these. And I thought I'd just get a whole bunch of different types, and then we can see which one works best. I actually want to do some Anya dolls from Spy Family, which is why I've got this color. It's coming off kind of yellow, but it's actually like a really nice kind of like caramel for like skin tones and hair. A few different skin tones that I've got for different anime characters that I want to make. So that's a plan. More things to do. I'm literally creating a list for myself that I'm never going to get done. Like maybe this year, maybe not. Okay, so this is from Craft to You. I really like ordering through them. Or is it Craft Online? I order from both. They're both great. If you're in Australia, order through them because they have a really great range of Premier yarns and other chenille yarns that are kind of hard to find. This is kind of loud. Bendy. Oh my gosh. Okay, oh here we go. Okay, so I wanted to try the Premier Basic Chenille Brights. Look at this color. Like, excuse me, this is so nice. 150 grams. Okay, yeah. So I've been using the grey one, not the chenille. Sorry, not the Brights. It's just the regular basics, and it's really. I actually use it to make my Totoro, the grey one. So I really do like the basics, Premier Basic Chenille. I thought I'd try the Brights. It's nice. I was thinking of doing like the baby Totoro, you know, the little blue one. So I thought I'd give that a go. Plus I got some more of this retro velvet. I use this all the time, and I'm almost out. Some bright green again. I can't remember what I was going to use this for. I had a plan and I've just totally forgotten. And yellow. I use this for my sunflower turtles, and I'm using it all the time. I use it for bees and chicks and all sorts of things, so I'm using it probably yellow the most out of anything. But I want to try some little Pikachu made out of the retro velvet, because I have made them out of the regular chenille yarn, like a thicker chenille yarn. Actually the toucan one from Hobby, but I only got one ball of that, so I can't make multiple. Whereas this, I can continue making it forever because I can grab this a lot easier. So I want to try a few different Pikachu patterns and just see how it goes. I am trying to make as many Pokemon as possible. I've made Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, Ditto, and Pikachu. I haven't finished Pikachu, but I'll show you. Look, it's the Sleepy Pikachu pattern. It's super cute. I'm not sure if I've shown this in a previous video, but it just means to do his eyes, his tail. But so cute, right? This is also the toucan hobby yarn, so it's nice and it's really soft, but a pain to work with, like an actual pain in the butt to work with. So it's a trade-off, right? Amazing colors. If you're super careful and don't need to frog your work, and you're really careful with your magic circles, go for it. And if the exchange rate in your country is great, go for it. If not, well, maybe try something else, but give it a go. I think we should all try different yarns to see what we like. So I've just received this in the mail, which is my thank you cards. So I'm going to open them up and see how they are. I just designed them pretty quickly on Friday night. There was a sale on my Vistaprint. I don't actually even think these were included in the sale, but I thought I may as well get it done. I do need not business cards, thank you cards. So let's see what they look like. Okay, the moment of truth. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so this is the back that they always put in. It's not the actual back of my card. It's $20 off. Use this code if you guys want to use this code. Go for it. It's always the same code. I don't think they ever get rid of this code. It will give you $20 off. So if you're wanting, go for it. I'm not sponsored, but hey, who doesn't mind a free code? Okay, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh, they look great. So thank you so much. The Cotton Florist. These look awesome. So I made these in Canva. I love Canva. It's just so great. And here is this. We couldn't grow without you, so thanks for helping us bloom. I've also got a 10% off coupon code here, which is thank you 10. If you guys are watching it and want to use it, feel free. I don't mind. So I'm hoping to drive traffic to my website, because my website doesn't get a lot of traffic. Obviously Etsy gets most of my orders. I'd say 99.9% of my orders comes through Etsy, which is understandable because people trust Etsy. So I get it, it's fine. And I haven't really worked on marketing on my website too much, so that's just how it is. But yeah, I really like these. It's nice and bright. These are my brand colors, so I think it's good. Some little flowers. The QR code for my socials, which just goes into the link tree with all my links. If you're wondering why I sound so terrible, it's because I am so chesty at the moment. I don't know what's going on. This weather in Sydney is freezing and my body is just not dealing with it. So I sound crazy, but we're just gonna roll with it. So yes, and I'll show you what else I've been working on this last week. I'm working on these. So I had an order come through after my last market for 10 flowers. So I've got 4 of these, which is the leaves, and then 4 baby's breasts, so 2 in the purple, 2 in the white, and 2 carnations, 1 in a pastel orange and a pastel yellow. So these are just such a nice combination. She said she didn't want me to wrap them because she's going to put them straight into a vase. I'll probably just wrap them in like some kind of tissue paper, just for presentation, not for like a bouquet. So that's what we've been working on. And this combination of flowers is probably the most time consuming combination. Like anything with wire in it. These have wire, these have got wire. It's a lot. So these are pretty quick, but these, I assembled all of these, just these last night, and it took me 3 hours to assemble because after I've crocheted these, I have to wrap the wire in yellow and then put it through, and then I have to wrap the green, and I have to do this. There's 8 on each stem, so 16 just for the 2 colors. Oh, it is so much work, but it is really pretty. But it has made me realize that I will not be doing these for the market or coming SupaNova because they take too long. So I won't have these available at SupaNova, but they are available on my website. So woohoo! Some bubble wrap in. This is just bubble wrap that I had received in a different order, so I am reusing it. I don't personally buy bubble wrap because I don't need to. I sell plushies and flowers, I don't need it. But if I have it from buying something else, then I definitely like to reuse it. For my more sensitive things like zip wire, it just helps keep them looking nice. Business cards and our new thank you cards. Ignore the state of my floor. I've got some packing boxes and yarns just everywhere. This is literally what I have for my market, well, my convention. I've got this whale. I actually love this pattern. It's by Rin Meow, but the pattern, just so you know, it's really off. There is some corrections that the pattern maker has made. It's a free pattern on Instagram. They only mention one of these tails. You have to make another one and then put them however you want to put them. Also, the decreases aren't right, and you just need to look at the comments. People have mentioned what's wrong with it. But it's a great pattern. It's free, and it's like a huge chunky whale. And this is unfinished, and it's Pikachu. Not that you can notice. This yarn is actually from Hobby. It's their toucan yarn, and to be honest, I'm not a fan. I don't know if there'll be a video done by the time this one comes out where I actually go through the yarn. I actually do a review on Hobbies yarn, and I kind of explain what I do and don't like about it. And I actually don't like their yarn. I mean, their cotton is fine, but I got the chenille. It was a toucan chenille, and it's just so weak. Like you can't do a magic circle and then pull it closed. You also cannot fasten off at the end, like by doing the, you know how you go in through the front loops and then you tighten it to close off your magic circle at the end, or to close off your work at the end of your amigurumi. You can't do that. I tried this and I completely stuffed my project up because it just kept on running, and I couldn't frog. I could not frog with this chenille. You have to like pick individual stitches out. You can't just like pull it. It just snaps. So I mean, I love the colors of the chenille yarn. Like they have the best colors, and I know that's why they're really popular, because their colors are great, but the quality of their yarn is just terrible. And I know people have a problem with Premier at the moment because of what the controversy. I don't know. As an Australian, it's really hard for me to find yarn. So when I find something I like, I kind of have to stick with it. And right now, Premier is what I'm using. Parfait Chunky and the other versions or whatever they have, I use pretty much all of their yarn because it's just really good. So that's where we're up to at the moment. I am super unprepared for this convention, and I'm kind of a little bit worried because it's a 2-day convention, and my last market, actually, I sold out. It was at a school. It was for like a school open day. It was like a fair. It was like an autumn fair, and it was a really great turnout. It was an awesome market. There were heaps of kids around, which obviously is my target market, but it was also on the Mother's Day long weekend, so it really helped that there were people wanting to buy flowers. So pretty much all of my flowers sold out, all of my plushies sold out, except for one capybara and like 3 keychains, I think. So I am really stressed. I'm so stressed. I don't know how I'm supposed to get 2 days worth of stock. And SupaNova is the convention I'm going to. It's in Sydney, which is where I live. So anything in Sydney is busy. SupaNova is like a comic convention, Comic-Con, similar, right? So it's crazy busy. There's a lot of crowds, and I feel like I'm going to sell out in the first day if I only bring enough stock. If I bring the same amount of stock that I brought to this market that I had last week, I'll sell out, because there's no way that's enough. And I had a couple of months to prepare for that market. So I'm really kind of worried. How am I supposed to make enough stock for 2 days in 4 weeks? I have 4 weeks and 3 days, and I'm counting each of those days. And I just finished up a really huge order, which I think I mentioned, unless I cut that out. Big order. I'll show it on this vlog. It's me packing the big order, but it took up so much time because it was a really large flower order with flowers that were really hard to put together. It took me 3 hours to assemble them because they were baby's breath and leaf sticks, 2 carnations. Yeah, so the baby's breath, there's 4 of those and 4 leaf sticks, and they all have wire in them, and they have a lot of little pieces that go together, and it takes so long to put them together. The crochet part is easy. The assembling part is hard. I won't be taking them to the convention because I just do not have time to restock them. Like I just can't. I'm going to do like tulips, carnations, lilies, lavender, roses, and that's probably going to be all I really have time for. But I just need to do a lot of crocheting and I don't have any time. I'm going to start using my DJI, and I will start to take most of my videos probably with that, but I will mention when I am using it. Just in case you guys are interested in getting something for yourselves. Like, I know content creators love, anything that's accessible and easy to make content on, but also crafters like us, we need to have something that is easy for us to create with, because we're inherently creators. We're not content creators, we're just craft creators. So for me, thinking like, oh, how am I going to make this reel? How am I going to make this video for YouTube? Like, I don't know, like I'm not that great at it. So this is going to be easy, and also it's inconspicuous because it's small. It's like a little stick, so no one knows I'm taking a video. Whereas right now I'll show you what I'm doing. Like this. Now, if I walk out in public, this is so obvious that I'm recording myself or someone. Like, I can't do this in public without feeling like shy. It's so hard for me to record outside of my home. Wait, I'm gonna spin it back. Beep. It's so hard for me to record outside of my home. So if I've got a DJI Osmo 3, it should be easier, or at least I hope so. So fingers crossed it makes content easier, because I want to do market setups, showing you how I put my market together and what happens at my markets. And I can't do that with this phone, because if the battery dies, I can't take card payments at a market. So let's just open it. What are we waiting for? I don't know. ASMR. It's not. It's terrible ASMR. That is not ASMR. This is so cool. Comes in like this really cool carry case, which you'll be able to see when I take it out of the packaging. Ah, this is awesome. So it comes with like all these little compartments, which is just so handy. Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh, you guys. What? This is tiny. Look how tiny this is. Like literally, it's so tiny. You guys have got to check this out. More convention prepping. Currently making puffy tulips. Back to it. Quick update. We are 9 days away from SupaNova, and this is what I've currently got so far. Flowers, the Pokeballs, and cubbies. Update. So we are 5 days out from SupaNova at this point. And I've done a little setup, like a mock setup, just to sort of see how it will look, to see what my stock levels look like, etc. So I'll show you what it looks like. It's looking really bad, but let's go. Little bowels, as you can see, not much yet. I thought I had a decent amount, but I need much more keychains. Need to make some chicks today. I'm gonna finish my upper, and more leggy frogs needed. I wish this was a longer tray, but I've only got 2 Squirtles anyway. My little Pikachu. So yeah, that's it. Finally finished the body. Look how many color changes there were. I tie them off each time just because otherwise I would need to bring the yarn from here to here, and it would be hard to stuff back and forth. So tying them off to save myself a bit of yarn, but also make it easier to stuff. I'm still not sure about the eyes, if I want bigger eyes. I do have this mouthpiece though, which is going here. And then it's got like a little nose will go on top, but I don't know. I don't know if the eyes need to be like a little bit bigger. We'll see. It's coming together though. And I've also got all of the little feet. So yeah, we're getting there. I am in a blanket today because it is freezing in Sydney. I think it's like 16 degrees. But anyway, I am making no face. So this is him so far. It's a pretty easy pattern because it's just a Totoro pattern, but just without like arms or anything. So yeah, this is him so far. And then I'll do his little face, and then hopefully I'll be done in the next hour. At Bunnings. So the goods are required. I have high-vis safety vest. I've got 2 just in case I need another one. And I have this clamp, which I'm hoping will help. Yeah, I have this clamp, which I'm hoping will help me with securing the cubes to the table, but we'll see. So we've done the Bunnings. Trip complete. I have what I need. So now I need to get some money from the bank. And Officeworks, and I think that's it for now, and then we have to go set up at 2, so hopefully we can get all that done and actually have, you know, time to spare. Yeah, let's go. So we just got back from office work, so back in the car. I didn't film very much because it was awkward. But I got these. Oh, these are my bags. They're pretty great. They hold up and they seem to be quite tough. I also got this. It's so cute. Look at it. Oh my gosh. It's 10:49, so I need to get home, break down my display that I've got, trial display, and then I need to pack it all up, figure out what I'm taking to do the setup, and then I've got to go. So I don't have a lot of time, but hopefully I don't forget anything. I do have tomorrow with the actual con, but today is the setup, so I want to bring as much as I can so I don't have to lug it all tomorrow. That's the plan, but yep, let's go. Okay, so here is the setup that I'm pretty sure I'll go with, but I think I might make maybe some changes. There is, yeah, I don't know, we'll see when we get there. I think I might make a small change. I'll show you what it looks like. I'll flip the camera around. So this is the current setup. I don't know if these flowers are blocking the bees. I've got some signs here that I've printed out last night. I created just on Canva, just saying like, what is crochet? How long do things make? How long have I been doing it for? Because I get asked that question a lot. I got to cut these in half. So this is the sign about safety eyes, and this is just a QR code to go to my socials. I'm gonna stick somewhere. So I'm thinking of putting flowers here, blocking off this section. Oh, ignore my nail. Blocking off this section and then putting like a flower menu here, because I don't think I need this, and I'm also unsure. See, it does go over a little bit. It's not bad, but I guess we'll see what the convention tables look like. I still need to make the signs. So I've got these little, I got these from Amazon. These are great. I can click the signs in. So I'm going to have the price signs for the bells. Bees, I need to make a keychain sign, Pokeball sign. Yeah, and I don't have as much flowers as I'd like. I wanted to do some carnations and roses and lilies, but I just ran out of time. 4 weeks was not enough to do everything I wanted to do. So unfortunately, we're just gonna have to go with what we have, which, I mean, it's a lot, but it's not enough. But hopefully I can make some things there. So yeah, let's see. And I don't know what happened to this little froggy. He's so small. Yeah, so I'm gonna break down this now because I need to take this to do setup in 2 hours, and then hopefully I don't have to stress so much on Saturday. So it's Friday now, in case I didn't mention. Quick check-in. So I don't have one of those rolling carts. It's actually in my in-laws' house. It's not mine. I borrow it from them, but I don't have time to go get it. But I will get it for tomorrow. What I'm thinking for today is to, as you can see, I packed away all of the display. I'm going to put it into a suitcase. I've seen people take their things in a suitcase to a convention, so I'm hoping it will fit in the small one. I have a small one here, which I'm like hoping will fit everything in. And then I have this large one here, which I don't want to use because it's huge and heavy. So I'm hoping I can fit it in here. So I'm basically trying to fit all this stuff and my grid cubes in here. And I think I might just do what I can. And if I can't fit it in, then I'll just take it tomorrow. But as long as I've got the grid cubes, my tablecloths, we should be okay, hopefully. So I'll keep going with this and then I'll check back in soon. Okay, so we've put everything in for the most part. We were not able to get some of this stuff in, the kind of chunkier things, and my peg, which I think I'll take, but I'm not too sure. Still deciding. I was going to take it today to do a setup with, but I don't know. I've got my flowers, which I'm going to take tomorrow, so I don't want to leave stock there. I have trust issues, so I don't want to leave my stock there and then have someone take it, and then I will have nothing for SupaNova because I'm already very low in stock. So thinking about having even less stock is scary. So we're just going to take this, and this will be easy for me to roll around, so we should be good. So let's go. Got my bag. Let's go set up. And Mishi is on cutting duty. Doors open! How exciting! In the car ready for day 2 of SupaNova. I don't have too much stock to sell, so I'm going to make as much as I can. So hopefully we'll have stock ready when I get there. I'm going to be a little bit late today, maybe just on time, but I won't have too much time to actually do anything, you know, before it starts. So I'm going to be crocheting all day. So wish me luck, let's go! Yeah, of course! Thank you. I thought I'd just show some things that I got at SupaNova. If I can get this other way, look at this print. It's so nice. It's got the magic harp and it's just really cute. It's so super detailed as well. I love it. This is by Cindy. I have a business card here. cindyz.com. Pigeon Cindy. And I also got another print. This one. So pretty. By Cerame Arts. Okay guys, so now we're going to be getting to the fun part of the video, which I'm sure you're all waiting for. So we're going to go through the breakdown of the event. I'm going to be letting you know how much I made, what the convention was like, and just a general consensus on the feel of the whole thing, the crowds, etc. So as I said before, SupaNova is a gaming and anime convention. It's held once a year in each major capital city. So today, last week's event was in Sydney, which is where I'm from. And so the crowds were pretty good. Like there was actually a lot of people there. The vibes were great. There was a lot of cosplay events. So I believe I should have showed some footage. I'll show some footage now of all the amazing cosplay outfits. It was just constant. A lot of people dressed up, which is really great to see because sometimes you don't see it as much. Maybe people don't want to dress up. But lots of people did, and they went full on. Like they committed to these outfits. So that was really cool to see. There was competitions going as well, so people were wanting to commit, so it was great. As for where people were purchasing, they definitely were. People were spending money and they were happy to spend money as well, which is surprising because given the economy and things aren't so great financially for a lot of people, they were coming here to spend money. So it costs around $50 to get into SupaNova, so people coming in are already paying a fair amount of money to come visit the convention, so I guess they know that they're going to be spending money once they're in. So people were happy to part with their cash, which was really good to see for us vendors. There were a few other crochet vendors around as well, which I was a little bit worried about. I did see the floor plan before and I knew there was going to be some. I knew that some of them didn't sell the same things as me. Some of them did. It was a good mix of different crochet artists and what they had to offer was quite different. And as well, I didn't hear people mention like, oh, it's a lot of crochets this time, or I'm seeing so many of this crochet or that crochet, which I get at markets. I get that comment at markets if there are multiple crocheters around. But I didn't feel like there was competition or there was any real competition because we all had our own kind of niche and our own thing, which is really good. So as for the breakdown, and I'm just going to be looking at my phone because I can't remember numbers. So I have my phone here. I'm going to go through some numbers. So I will mention day one. So I didn't have a lot of stock because I had a market 5 weeks ago and I sold out of everything. I didn't expect to sell out of everything, but I sold out of everything, including all my SupaNova stock. So I had 5 weeks to prepare. Now, one of those weeks I was doing a lot of orders that I gotten from people who missed out at things at this market. So I really had 4 weeks to prepare. In the final week of preparation, I actually closed my Etsy shop down because I couldn't keep up with prepping plus Etsy shop. So I pretty much only had 1 full week to prepare because I took the week off my 9 to 5 so I could prep. So with that in mind, I pretty much sold out of most of my things on day one, and then I had to stressfully crochet after to kind of meet the demand and get some stock back. So I will go through my reports. So looking at my phone here, so excuse me. So on Saturday, the crowds were amazing on Saturday. I made $1,601 and that was a total of 60 sales. My average sale price was $26.68. So my cheapest item that I sold on Saturday was $15, which is my keychains, and also my lavender and puffy tulips are $15. And my most expensive item I sold was my $120 upper, which I didn't expect to sell so quickly. And on Sunday, so day 2 of the convention, I sold a total of $522 and 19 sales. So that was an average sales price of $27.47. Obviously my sales that day were very low because I pretty much had no stock left. And when I got home on day 1, after day 1, I was able to make like 3 bees, 3 mini chicks. I had 1 half finished Pikachu, which didn't have the ears, so with no Pikachu identification. It was just 2 circles. I ran out of yarn and I could not find the same color yarn. So I ended up making a chick out of it, like a big chicken thing. It looks like my mini chicks, but it was like a big version, which sold, which was great. And then at the convention, I made a sunflower turtle, which didn't sell. 2 chicks, 2 or 3 bees, which all sold. And what else did I make? I think that may have been it. That's all I was able to make during the convention. So had I had more stock, I would have done much better. I had people coming back on day 2 asking whether I had my Pokemon still available, and they were sold. People asking me if I had any more bees. I had gigantic bees that were selling for $45 and giant bees. Yeah, I sold out of most of those things on day 1. I did still have my Sleepy Pikachu available, which was really strange because that pretty much sold out straight away at my last market, and I think it's my cutest plushie. Like I don't know what happened, but anyway, he's still available, so he's on the website in case anyone's interested. But if he's still available, I'll be taking him to my next convention. Oh, but I almost forgot breakdown. So do I think SupaNova 2024 was good? Yes, it was great. The crowds are amazing. At some points, people were not able to walk through the aisles. It was packed. People were just standing there waiting because there was just no way to get through because it was just really congested. And I think when there was like little shows and events on, people would be gone for half an hour, but still a lot of foot traffic. But then everyone would just rush back in after the events were finished. And there were events going all day long, like guest speakers, voice actors, artist signing, author signing, panels, the whole lot. They had a lot of celebrities there, which was really awesome. Like people from, I think, Scooby-Doo. There was really famous authors. There was a lot of the Mad Max crew. There was a lot of them Australians, so of course they were going to be there. So it was pretty cool. Some from The Hobbit, some from Buffy. So, you know, it was a good turnout, and it was a good amount of actors and celebrities there. So it made the crowds pretty big. The money spent, so $512, which is the early bird fee, it was definitely worth it. I definitely made my table back in the first half of the day, which is amazing. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that if you are selling, you know, like pop culture, geeky, anything kind of Dungeons and Dragons, they were really popular. Pokemon, pretty much anything geeky, it's gonna sell, and my entire booth was basically that. So it was awesome. If that's what your vibe is, then you'll do well there. I definitely think it's worth it. I will definitely apply next year. It is a pretty good convention because you don't actually need to apply. You just basically go in, if there's a spot available, you book it, and it's yours. So you just have to get in early enough to grab the spot, and it's yours. Thanks so much for watching this vlog. I think I'll end it there. If you do have any questions, please post them in the comments and I'll get back to you, or let me know what you think of this vlog and what your favorite crochet item was from my store. Thanks. See you next time.